Our next guest's book has already been optioned for TV. She wrote the best-selling book Between Boyfriends, and she's out with her latest book called The Longest Date. First and foremost, Cindy, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I love the cute cover here, but what does your husband think of you? Are you pushing him or pulling him back?
It's kind of a Rorschach test for your view of marriage, I think. You tell me.
Oh my gosh, I haven't been married yet.
I think she's trying to point him in the right direction, like, where are you going? We're getting married.
That is so funny. Well, first of all, congratulations on your well-deserved success. 3 Golden Globes, writing and executive producing for Sex and the City. Where are those Golden Globes today?
I have a writing apartment because I used to write at home, and now the husband, the St. Bernard, who is described in the book, and the eventual end to our baby quest, who's also my house, I had to get a place to write, so I put my Golden Globes there, and they remind me I know what I'm doing.
Well, congratulations. I know this is marriage too, but it seems to be going quite well in a humorous sense. What has kept you guys together?
I think being able to laugh about it, actually, and I would say I think despite that I'd been such a romantic and looking to get married for my many single years writing Sex and the City, I still had a fear that it would make my life smaller and kind of less interesting once I was married, and I married someone who just refuses to do that, for better or worse, as you see in the book. But it hasn't become less interesting.
Well, you did marry the knight in shining armor. Can you tell us about the very romantic proposal that'll make most women jealous?
And most men, how do men feel about that? Annoyed?
They're like, don't tell the story.
What are you doing to us? Well, you have to understand, he started out and still is kind of such a bad boy. Like, he was a motorcycle rider, tattoos, told me he was trouble, would break my heart, and then turned out to be this total romantic, and hasn't broken my heart yet anyway. And he proposed on a white horse, dressed as a knight in rented armor, on the beach at sunset. And yes, I did have I had a friend who was about to propose to his girlfriend, and he goes, "What are you doing to me? Like, what do I have to do now? Parachute in on a horse?"
At what point did you realize, oh my gosh, that's him?
It was funny because I was on the sand with a friend who was the distraction, the decoy, Liz Tuccillo, who wrote He's Just Not That Into You. And I was facing her, and so because of the sand, I didn't hear the horse galloping up. So I really did. She kind of looked behind me, and I turned around, and there was a horse and a knight. And then I did realize it was him pretty quickly. It would have been really strange if it was someone else, I guess.
Well, tell us about writing. You have such a gift. Sex and the City, 3 Golden Globes to speak for, Modern Family, now what looks like to be a new TV series involving this book. But what was it writing your memoir?
It's something from the beginning of my writing, I really like writing in the first person and writing my own story and being kind of in control of my own story. I've written a lot of essays, comic essays for magazines, and the Modern Love column in the New York Times. I just had a piece. So for me, it's very comfortable and fun to write that way. There's not a word count, there's not a page count. It's very freeing if you're used to writing for TV, where there's a lot of chefs and there's a certain mark you have to hit as far as how many jokes per page. And so I really like it as kind of an antidote to that other type of writing.
Thank you for the gift of the book. It will make you laugh. It will touch at your emotions. Thank you so much. And
Thank
Happy
you.
New Year.
Thank you. You too.